入りなさいませ。ご主人様、お嬢様 Welcome back home Masters of Princess。
うるさいな。
お酒を飲んだ時それぞれのメンバーがどうなるかと。
お酒が大好きです。
バンドメイドの茜のドラ花見 is Japanese 変態 You must join。
Hello everyone, welcome to the 5th episode of Podcast, the first podcast about BAND-MAID. And today I have the honor to be joined by the one and only NittPicc. Hello NittPicc, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. First, let's be sure that everyone is hearing us properly. Can you tell us, guys, if you can hear us?
Yay.
Me and NittPicc, because I'm trying to set up everything, and I want to make sure that I did it right. Let's make sure of that first. Okay, I hear. Perfect. Thank you, RacerX. There should be some music for you guys. Okay, perfect. Oh, just wait. Oh yes, you were. I don't know why your camera is glitching on my stream, but
Oh.
that's probably on me. Okay, right. All right, perfect. All right, so maybe first of all, let's tell everyone why this episode is not being released. And yes, let's start by this very interesting facts. Okay? I will give you the honor to tell everyone why this why this episode is not being released.
Okay, that is completely fair. Because I am completely mortified that, that happened. So, because I'm just, look, small peanut brain a lot of the times, okay? I, for some weird reason, did not think I was supposed to record my side of the podcast we were doing together, and I did not record it. So I am mortified that I did not come through for you, Renji. So I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not like we talked for like 4 hours or something like that. It's not like we've wasted all this time. It's fine. Like I said, at least we had a good conversation.
It was.
It was.
But I felt bad because it's so late for you.
I was very tired. I had to take a nap because I was very tired.
Oh.
But yeah, at least we had a good talk, and we have something new to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch it already? The new BAND-MAID Prime video, the new Monsieur Sama video.
I have not seen that yet.
Spoiler alert, because we will talk about it.
Okay, that's
yes,
perfectly fine.
Yeah, because there are very interesting informations, and especially for me. So I want to talk about it. All right. First of all, we are going to redo what we did 2 days ago. You know that, right? You know that you will have to explain everything again, right? Okay, perfect.
That is okay.
That is okay. So first of all, for everyone who doesn't know you, which is probably no one in the chat, but maybe people will be watching this video wondering who is this wonderful person. tell us who you are and what do you do with your life.
Okay, in a nutshell, because I think a majority of people maybe know me, but in a nutshell, I am a professional flutist and educator. So if I expand on my educator part, so obviously I play the flute professionally in gigging, orchestras, band performances, so on and so forth. But I teach flute privately, predominantly, to flute students in the Texas DFW area, so the Dallas Fort Worth area. That's pretty much what I do. And I have a fairly large studio. So, yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
And how did you become a reactor on YouTube? From flutist to reactor. That could be a documentary.
Okay, yeah. So this is funny because I if Tony ever sees this is gonna be interesting. So if any of you know who Drumroll Tony is, he's a well-known reactor here on YouTube as well. It was funny because he came down to DFW because the Seattle Seahawks were playing the Cowboys. We had dinner one night because we met each other over Twitch. We used to stream well, he still streams. I used to stream a lot of gaming during COVID, and we met that way. He asked to hang out, and then he just kind of talked me through this process of like, you're a wonderful musician, you're very knowledgeable, you have great taste in music. You should try this because your knowledge of music is fun to talk about with you, so why not have a personality online because you like to create stuff. And it turned into, I was just like, nah, who wants to hear me talk about music? Are you crazy? That sounds ridiculous to me. And in the long run, I mean, I'm not saying he like forced me to, but he definitely like strong-armed me because he kept messaging me every week just saying like, hey, have you thought about it? Have you thought about it? And finally I was like, fine, I'll try it. I'll test it out. And this is kind of how I ended up here.
And you're
having a good time.
Yeah. I think that your first reaction video was the BAND-MAID one, right?
Yes. So yeah, that happened because of him as well. He basically told me, he was like, I have this band that is really awesome. I think you would like them. And it was so funny. He's like, have you ever heard of a band called BAND-MAID? And I was like, no. So he sent me the link, and it was actually part of a group of videos that I was recording. And I had gotten to that one after recording a couple of other reactions to build up my portfolio. And when I got to that one, I just remember messaging him back and going, oh my God. And I was like, these are all women and they're insane. Like, this should not be legal. How good they are. And he was like, I figured you would love that one. He was like, you're so excited in that video, you should post that one. And I was like, okay. So yeah.
And well, just a sec, because I think there is a bug with the webcam. Just a second. Okay. So now they can see you. I'm just trying to not break everything. Sorry about that. It's just okay. If I do that, it's that's weird. Okay. I can make you disappear. Just a second. Why is it doing that? That's a good question. Okay, now it's working. Perfect. What I was going to say is that on outside from the Discord servers, so when you were just starting to make your channel, we had Drumroll Tony actually sending messages saying that a friend of his was going to start making videos, and that he told you about BAND-MAID. So we knew that something was coming. We knew it. Yes. We knew
I
it.
had no idea.
Yeah. We knew it before you did, and I don't know if I think he sent us your channel. I think he did. Chat, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that he sent us the link to your channel, and that's why you had a lot of people following you pretty quickly.
Got it.
That may be why.
Oh man.
So
Yeah, that was a journey.
so you did started a reaction channel, and you found BAND-MAID at the same time, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And kind of spiraled from there.
Yeah, and do you know approximately how many songs did you listen to already? Amongst the like 130 songs or something like that?
It was funny because since this is the second time we're doing
It's not. I don't know what you're talking. I'm not even asking the same question at all. Not at all.
Of course not.
No.
Of course not. No.
It has never happened. You did not
Yeah.
forget to record your webcam. No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. I was actually looking up the other day how many videos I have in that playlist for BAND-MAID, and so far it is 52 songs on YouTube. I know that there's a different amount on my Patreon, but I think there's some doubles on Patreon, mainly because of score study. But there's so far 52 songs on YouTube.
Okay, so more than a third. Something like that. A little bit more than a third.
There.
Yeah, there are a lot of songs. When I discovered them in 2021, and there was already so many songs that I had to play them one after the other and learn the names of the songs and learn the songs, and it took me. Even today, there are some titles that I forgot. So it's always tough to dive into a band and that has so many songs to listen to, especially with your reactor, because you can't just binge listen everything. You have to wait for all the reactions.
Tell me about it, because like when I decided to do this BAND-MAID Sunday thing, I was like, this will be fun, and then every time I react to a new song, I add it to my Spotify account. But it's like every time I'm like, well, I can't listen to that one yet because I promised I would wait. And then when I hear a snippet of something in your documentaries, I'm like, where is this song from?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's torturous but fun.
I'm glad you didn't skip them, because I saw some reactors who skipped the song that they didn't know. And when I add a song into a documentary, it's to make a special impact. So I want to people, even though even if they don't know the song, they need to listen to it. And it makes me mad sometimes when I see people skipping songs because it's like skipping a part of the documentary, you know.
Well, yeah, that I would know. To me, it's like if you're only hearing an excerpt, you're not hearing the whole thing, so it's not going to hurt anything. So yeah.
I rarely use the whole song in a video, anyways.
Yeah.
Just part of it. Every time it's just part of it. All right, so maybe let's start to talk more about BAND-MAID and the last news. First of all, we had the release of the music video Zen from the MAPPA original anime Zenshu, and you released your video earlier today, right?
Yes.
So this time we are not talking to the future, we are talking today. And we know that the video is already here.
Yes.
So I didn't have the time to watch it yet, but I will watch it tomorrow. What do you think of the song? What did you say about it? What do you like? What do you don't like?
Oh, well, God, okay. In general, the main thing that I really like about this, in general, I'll start with things that are not musical because it's easy just to kind of shoot through that. But the art style of the video is really neat, just because the idea of at least from what I understand what the anime is about, the fact that there's, they're singing and playing in a studio where it appears that there's someone drawing the artwork. And if you've seen the trailer, it's similar. It's a similar idea. And just seeing like the art style of like when Konami's soloing and you see the papers flying everywhere. It's just so cool to see that. But the art style is really neat. I love the color scheme as well. The blacks, the blues. It kind of feels like ink in a way. So musically though, it just feels like they went a harder route. Like there just feels like there's something different here because I don't feel like not yet because I'm only a little over a third, you said, of through the music, but it's like hearing Psyche's. I don't think I've ever heard her do like when she was singing the long note by herself. I don't think I've heard anything like that yet.
Probably yet.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm waiting for more surprises. And just like listening to Miku's guitar part in comparison and Konami's guitar part, because Miku's guitar part has got some sick 16th note lines in it that keeps a good drive to the song. Konami's solos, there's a lot of cool chromaticism in here that makes it feel like it's spiraling out of control, which again kind of coexists with this concept of the artist. If you haven't seen the trailer, sorry, spoilers, go watch it, but the artist being thrown into this world of the art that they're creating, and it's creates that chaos, but spiraling out of control, and yet having the control because they are the artists. And a lot of the music just really goes hand in hand with that anime so far. And what they composed to match the anime is just so fitting. It's so fitting. Like everyone killed it. The bass line is sick from Misa, and Akane's drum parts are just killer.
I think Akane is the highlight of this song actually. You can see her a lot and you can hear her a lot.
Yes.
I saw a drum cover of Zen and also some reaction videos to Zen, and near the end of the song she's playing what should be a fill, but it sounds like a drum solo. That's pretty insane. Yes. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. And this guy who did the cover was like, man, this last part was so hard. It feels like a drum solo, but it's just a feel anyway. It was like, it was really hard to do. But he managed to do it. But at one point, you just don't know where is hitting on the drums. It's so insane, and so fast. And the music video. So two things. First of all, the music video was shot in the office of MAPPA, the animators who worked on Zenshu, which is, I mean, I've never seen a band recording a music video in the office where the animators are working on the anime. I don't even know if it has been done yet by any band in the world. That's just insane. And second of all, if you've watched, I don't know if you watched the opening of the anime, the opening version.
I've watched the trailer, and I think I watched because there's one with the actual just music and
because in the opening you literally have some part of the opening that are exactly the same in the music video, like the last part with the sheets closing into BAND-MAID in the anime. You can see Mappa on the last page, and there are some parts that are literally exactly the same between the music video and the opening. So they really did a great job with the music video overall.
You're teaching me something, because now I'm like, now I gotta go back and watch it again.
What's the opening and what's the music video? You'll see.
This is why music brain, and like you do a lot of these, especially with your, it's Forbidden Tale, your breakdown of it. Now I'm like, oh my god, you noticed that? Now I gotta go see.
Yeah, and you know that a lot of people, I mean, I at the end of the video, I was like, if you like this kind of video, let me know which one I should do next. And a lot of people actually told me that I should do Zen. So
dude,
it will be the same. It will be the next one. Spoiler alert, it will be the next one.
Yes.
So I will do plan by plan comparison with the opening for sure, because there's a lot of. I'm waiting for the behind the scene to be released because I'm pretty sure that there will be a lot of interesting information as well. But yes, as soon as it will be released, I will write the script and make this video happen. I think it will be fun to do. What I wanted to add. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't watch the anime. Oh yes, I know what I wanted to add. There is, I don't know if you follow those people, but there are some Japanese fans who liked to dress as BAND-MAID members, and there is one of them who is dressing as Saki, who actually did a cosplay of the main character of Zenshu, and it looked pretty great. I saw that on Twitter. I will send it to you later on, but
Okay.
I saw that on Twitter and it was like, wow, this is really great. And this is also scary at the same time because it reminds me of Sadako from The Ring, you know, like with the hair in front of the face. It looks like kind of an horror movie sometimes.
That's so cool.
I just saw that, like, I think it was today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday I saw that. And she was like, should I go to Acoustic like this? Like, whoa. That's
so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool, but that's also scary at the same time. And she did some photo shoot with someone dressed as a Kanami. It was really funny. In Japan, you can see a lot of people cosplaying like this. It's really, really cool. Yeah.
I like to cosplay, but I don't get to do it very often.
It's not something that you see, especially in concerts. I mean, it depends on the band. Like, for example, I know that for Spire concerts, a lot of people are dressing as IQ characters because they did a lot of opening of IQ. So I think it depends on the country and the band. If a band is doing a lot of opening, maybe you can see people trying to like cosplay for a concert, but it's not pretty comfortable to wear like big cosplay outfits for a concert. That could be an issue.
Yes. I imagine it would be uncomfortable for a long period of time.
Yeah. For those who are asking, it's not on the BMCD. It's on Twitter. It's Meme-san who is only active on Twitter. You can find her on Twitter actually. But I can drop the link in the BMCD. I will do that. Let's move on. I asked you about how many songs you listen to because I wanted you to compare them with Epic Narrative. So you already listened to all the songs from Epic Narratives, right?
Yes.
Yes. So in comparison from the other songs that you listen to, because I think that you are started to listen to the Made in Japan songs, right?
Yeah, so we're working through it.
Yeah. Did you finish it already or are you in the middle of it?
I'm in the middle of it. I think I have 4 songs left on that album, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, in comparison to the other songs that you listen to, what do you think of Epic Narratives?
See, I love this. This is one of my favorite things to talk about because this didn't happen at all. I don't know what you're talking about. So, there's the...
Yeah,
I saw the picture.
That's the cosplay.
That is so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I'm gonna send it on the Discord as well so people can see it.
But so Epic Narratives is a really cool comparison musically when it comes to the other albums because I think so far I'm working through Made in Japan, got 4 songs to go, and then I've actually worked my way through what is it? Oh my gosh. What is the album with the instrumental? Well, I keep thinking Unleash, but that's the name of a song. Unseen World. Okay.
Yeah.
Took me a second. So I was
that was close. It was very close.
I was like, what's happening?
We almost had to end the stream right now.
Help. help. Again, just know peanut brain, the hamster in the wheel sometimes doesn't spin. So, but after finishing Unseen World, including the instrumental album and getting to see all the score, listening to Epic Narratives, because these are the only things I really have comparison of, with the exception of a few songs here and there. I think Epic Narratives shows a level of just overall maturity. Like, it's, I don't want to say that the maids are getting old. That's not what I want to say. But it feels like they're entering an era where their music seems powerful, but it's also telling the story and telling a story of their life and their life as a group. And I feel like the title of the album is very fitting, because the thing that I noticed the most, and I think I commented a lot on that while I was reacting to the album, was Konami's guitar solos feel more lyrical in this album, and there's a lot of lyricism with fast-paced musicality going on that it's just neat to see that contrast between the music I'm like working through. So it's just interesting to hear that in general. It just seems more mature in a way. So
Yeah, looks like you're not the only one to think that.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. It makes me feel a little less scared to say that.
And that's funny that you are saying that without even listening to other songs. So maybe you will have a stronger feeling about this when you finish to listen to all the BAND-MAID songs, especially from Just Bring It. Like when you're finished listening to Just Bring It, World Domination, Conqueror, Unseen World, Unleash, you will have a bigger picture of all the BAND-MAID songs, and you may be able to compare it. But yeah,
I can't believe my world is still this small, and everyone like.
I mean,
I'm still baby made.
but you will be learning things for so long. Like I told you, I'm still learning things every day. So. That's pretty insane, and you always discover new things when you're listening to a song. Like, remember when we listened to Honai that we will be listening to later in the stream, and I was like, oh, the solo is very early in the song, and this is something that I never thought about before. So yeah, we always discover new things anyway. Yeah, I wanted to talk about something regarding Zen. That has been released like a week ago, exactly a week ago actually. The fact that they have been releasing only digital version of their singles since Sense. Sense was actually the last physical single to be released. So what do you think about releasing only digital version of your single? So they released Memorable, Bestie, Protect You, and Zen digitally. Oh. The last one was in 2021.
So, yeah, because I remember thinking about I had mentioned this, because I love the way the albums look. The ones that have the spiked the spiked
Yellow
headsets. Yeah, then they have those cool Miku Psyche versions. And it's a little, as someone who likes to buy selective physical copies of things, like I know that a lot of us out there prefer to buy a physical copy of something that we are obsessed with and would love to have and collect and all that kind of stuff, because I have this, like, I didn't think about it until my brother had mentioned this the other day. He collects DVDs, a lot of physical media, and we grew up with physical media. And I'm like, well, it takes up space, and I don't know if I need that. But then I think about it, and the loss of physical media is a little scary. I think it's good to have it. So I think it is kind of a little bit of a bummer that they don't have a physical release of that single in itself, but it makes me wonder, could it be possible, because I was thinking about this the other day, could it be possible that they're waiting to put more on it, because they can put more than one song on a digital, not on a digital, on a CD release,
Yeah.
right?
Usually they have at least 3 songs on a single.
Right. So maybe, but if they've already released it digitally, maybe that means that there wouldn't be a physical release whatsoever.
Yeah.
Especially with the others. So I don't know. And again, I wonder if it's because again, they're moving towards more of their own side of the business, right? They own their brand now. So maybe it's a financial move.
Yeah. Either it's that they didn't have time to record any B-sides, or maybe it's just not selling well enough, so they did not bother making B-sides, and they are keeping their compositions for albums, adding songs to albums or to EPs. Like they will release an EP this year, so maybe they had a song, they have already recorded songs they could have added to them and release a physical single, but they preferred keep it to the EP that they will release later this year. I don't know.
Yeah. I know that at this point I will take anything they do in an instrumental album with a score.
Yeah, like they
I
did
will
for
do anything.
Francine World. Francine World, it was really cool that they did at Francine World. I hope that they will do it again for the next. I mean, for Forbidden Toy, for Epic Nowadays, it would have been great to
Yes.
have an instrumental CD of this album.
Yes. Ugh, it's fine. It's no one needs to cater to me. Like I just want to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that we will have to wait for that, because I don't remember when the instrumental CD was released compared to the release date of Unseen World. But it was, at least, I don't want to say something crazy, but at least it was like a year after that. I don't remember.
Oh.
But this is the first time that they released the scorebook with the CD of the instrumental songs.
Okay. I didn't know that at all.
They only released score sheets for World Domination, and I think it was also for New Beginning, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I have those
Oh,
actually.
okay.
So, yeah.
So that's the good ones. Okay. I remember the well. Right. Yeah, I saw a message from Polska Bob, and we also talked about Epic Narratives, that half of the songs were already known. Like they were old singles, digital singles. Especially they kept memorable. That was released 1 year before the release of the album. But we also know that they have been working on songs for this album since 2.5 years before the release, so at the same time as Unleash. So when I saw the set list, I was like, okay, we know half of the songs of the album. They could have, I don't know if they wanted to add those songs and say, let's do an album, so let's add all the songs that are not in an album and let's call this an album, or if that's probably why they just wanted to release a full album, because the last one was Unseen World, and if you think about it, they did not release that many big albums. Like it was just Brigade that has 13 songs, World Domination 14 songs, Conqueror 15 songs, Unseen World has 12 songs, because Manners is there 2 times. So yeah, it's been a while since their last full album, so maybe they wanted to do it right. I mean, to release an album this time and not to release an EP again, because we know that this year they're going to release an EP. Before Epic Narratives, it was also an EP, so I don't know why they are not. And they took a long time to work on Epic Narratives, from what we know. They actually talked about it again today. They said that last year was focused on Epic Narratives. So they probably had to work a lot to release those 7 new songs, even though one of them was already performed live at least 6, at least maybe almost 1 year before the release. So they had a lot of time to practice Go Easy, that was performed live in Japan, only in Japan. But yeah, looks like they took a lot of time to work on this album, and we will never be able to guess how many songs will be released in the next EP. Could be 6, 7, 10, 12, we don't know. I don't know how many songs you need to make an EP and how many songs you need to make an album. Really. I really don't know.
I mean, like, I think the reason why they did that is because we had already heard a few of those songs already. We've seen, and they even had videos released, right? Like music videos actually released for those songs.
Yeah.
So I think it's very similar to, I don't know if you guys know this. If you guys don't know, it's okay. And it's kind of a little embarrassing at the same time. I'm a huge fan of Dave Matthews Band. If you like Dave Matthews Band, hi, welcome. I like you too. But so like Dave Matthews Band, like BAND-MAID, has a huge set list. So they can make a show and probably not really run out of songs. There's certain songs they usually repeat, so on and so forth, but they can throw in a few new ones here and there. So Dave Matthews has been playing music for years, and since his set list is so huge, it's so funny because he has so many albums, but not all albums have the songs he's played live. So like, for instance, his newest album, barely, he just added these 2 songs that we've heard live for over maybe 6 years, and he just decided to record them. And it's bizarre because it's like, okay, we love this song, we never get to hear it unless it's live, or you get a live album and then now it's on a actual album. So it kind of makes me wonder if BAND-MAID goes through this, and I think every band does this because I know my composer friends do this. Sometimes they write a melody, it gets written down, but they don't really have a idea of where to go with it, so they just keep it written and then kind of pocket it and then work on it later, and then it turns into a song. They decide to perform it, make something with it, and then it turns into, well, this should go on the next album, why not, we have it made, let's put it there. So it makes sense. And all that music, though, the only thing that I guess would be a little not suspicious, that's not the word I'm looking for, but a lot of the music on the Epic Narratives album is they all fit each other very puzzle piece wise. They're similar in style, that they all fit this album. So I'm wondering if it was really planned out, or the music just Konami and the rest of the group decided, hey, this is the direction we're going, this is how it came out, let's just keep it. I don't know. It's interesting now that I think of it too that way.
I mean, as we know that there was at least one song that was written like 2.5 years ago, I guess that there was, at this time, there was like, okay, this song should not be in this album. Let's wait, like you said, let's wait for the next one. But the one thing I learned about BAND-MAID while listening to the album is that if they are releasing an album, you won't be. It's not the direction that they are taking. It's just they wanted to release this. They did this. They are not going to release what the fans are expecting from them to do. They're just releasing what they like to play and what they like to record. And they actually said today in their video that the next EP will be stronger. Way stronger than Epic Narrative. So we can expect something like Unseen World. Maybe.
Okay.
Something, I think it will be way harder than Epic Narratives, that is all about feelings and melodies and beautifulness. And yeah, I think it will be more aggressive, maybe. Something like that.
That'll be exciting.
That will be exciting. But yeah, like I said, we don't know how many songs that we release. Unleash had 8 songs. We know that Zen will be a part of it, and we know that nothing has been planned before the release of this EP. So Zen will be in it. Maybe we can expect like 5, 6, or 7 new songs to listen to. So yeah, and we don't even know I think that the release of Epic Narratives was kind of stressful for them because they announced very early that it would be released in the summer, but they actually released it a week late at the end of summer. It was it was 24th of September, something like that.
Mhm.
So it was a bit late, and they probably said this time, let's not announce anything. Let's just say 2025, and we'll manage. Because
all surprises.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure that it was tough for them to close the recording of this album and to release it in time, even though it was a little bit late. But yeah, it was expected, and I think it sold pretty well because I'm used to see the ranking on CD Japan, and it was top 5 for a long time.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So I think that they are selling pretty well, but I don't really know the numbers of their sales. I don't know if their album is selling that well, because I know that they are almost recording every concerts they are doing. Like they always have recordings. Like for example, the Medium in Summer concert that they did on August 30th last year. There was a typhoon in Japan, and a lot of people were not able to attend the show. So they said, okay, we know that a lot of you were not able to come, so we will release a quick edited version of these concerts just for the weekend so you can see it. And I'm pretty sure that it was not planned at all. They just like to record everything and use those for like official live videos and maybe some fan club materials. But they have decided to release this anyway, and they also said that it was temporary, so they are probably planning to make a better version of it, at least in the future. So we don't know if it will be fully released later on, but there are some concerts planned this year. We'll talk about it later that I would like to see in video because it could be really, really cool. And they talked about it today as well. So there was a lot of interesting in today's video. It was like 50 minutes of them talking about last year and what's going to be this year. So it was very informative.
Okay.
Yeah, very informative. So yeah, let's talk about this year. What's going to happen this year with BAND-MAID? So after the release of Zen, we have 2 spin-off concerts planned at the same venue, but 14 days apart, so 2 weeks apart, in February 3rd and February 17th. And I think that both concerts are produced by Saiki. So Saiki will be the one who decides the set list of those concerts.
Okay.
From what we know today, she's still working on them. So she was not able to say which kind of song will be performed, but we can expect something very cool. I don't know if the spin-off concerts are usually made to play songs that they are not used to perform live. So hopefully they will record at least one of the 2, and we will have some cool videos to watch later on. That would be really cool. Would be really cool. And then the Billboard Acoustic concerts in Osaka and in Tokyo, when they will perform like in a cabaret, like the audience is eating a dinner and watching BAND-MAID playing acoustic instruments. Yeah.
The dream.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be really, really cool. Billboard Tokyo. If you can, I don't know if there is images of the venue concert. So yeah, so that's something like that. When you have you have tables, and you're basically eating in front of the stage. So yeah, that's something like that. Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Yes.
That's pretty insane. So that's some concerts that I'm pretty sure that they will record at least one of those and release it somewhere. That's something that should be broadcasted. People will. It's like the acoustic concert that they released last year. It's something that people are waiting for, and it will be easily sold. At least, even if it's just for the fan club members, it will work very, very well. Then the first festival of the year will happen in April 26th, and then they will kick off the BAND-MAID Tour 2025. And on today's video, they said that it was a national tour. They want to visit a lot of places they never went in Japan. And they will start in May 10th with the Line Cube Shibuya concert in Tokyo, which is the same venue where they performed the World Domination Tour last year. The video of Domination that you saw. Mm-hmm. The first one. It was the first one, right? That was the first video related to. Yeah, that's the one. So it will be the same venue. Probably not the same configuration of the stage, but it will be in the same venue. So yeah, they have planned concerts until end of June. So we don't know what will happen starting from July. And we talked about the fact that I would love them to come to Europe and you would love them to come to the US.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think I missed them by 2 years, correct? Or 3?
Last year they come in 2023. Yeah.
Okay. So I missed him by literally just a year.
Yep.
That's, oh my God. No wonder. No, because I remember drumroll Tony, he told me, he was like, yeah, they're even better in concert. And I was like, oh, you saw him already. And I'm like, must be nice. Like, how could I? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not upset.
You don't look upset.
I'm just mad at myself. I'm not mad at anyone other than me. It's fine.
Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. But yeah, so they went to the US in 2022 and 2023, 3 times in 2023, with the last Rockstars, and then two mini tours. Yeah, they did a lot of concerts in the US in 2023. And so in today's video, they talked about what they would like to do this year. And the first thing they said is that I don't remember which member said, oh, I would like to tour abroad. And they were like, maybe the second part of the year. So it was like, wink, wink, second part of the year,
right.
Tour abroad. We can't say anything, but maybe second part of the year. Who knows?
Yikes. Oh, man.
So it was the first thing, right? And after that, Miku asked everyone to say what they would like this year to be like. And Misa was like, I want to do a European tour, like especially a European tour. And I was like, thank you, Misa. Thank you. And
oh, yay.
Miku was like, it's not just you, like everyone wants to do that. So
okay,
that was the first one. That was the first thing that I was like, yes, please. Yes.
Yeah. Because I remember you mentioning that.
Just a little bit. just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is the screenshot. Yeah, it's just Miss everything is the same. Okay. Then I think it's Kanami who said, I want to go to Europe. So, second mention of Europe by Kanami. Okay? And then Miku said, I also want to go to Europe, Mexico, and America. So, third time mentioning Europe. And I want to visit Asia because they plan, before the COVID, they planned to go to Europe and to go to Asia because it's been a while since they went there, especially Asia. They didn't go to a lot of places in Asia, except like for conventions, I think. It was not, they did some one man, but not that many. So that's why we expected them to come in 2023. In 2022, the COVID was still there and it was complicated. But 2023 should have been the year of the world tour if it was not for those big festivals in the US that kept BAND-MAID in the US.
I'm so sorry.
For my greatest deception. But you weren't there, so you missed them too, so I'm fine.
You're like, as long as you're in the same boat as me,
Exactly.
we're even.
Exactly.
It's fair. It's fair.
But yeah, in the end, Miku said, I want to make this a wonderful year with the goal of visiting many countries. So mainly the highlight of this video was like Europe. And we want to visit the world, basically. So even though they really said again, oh, we cannot say too much, there are some things that we are keeping and we cannot say, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, then they mentioned that they would like to go abroad multiple times. They said Europe, especially Europe, 3 times. So if they are not coming to Europe after saying that, I don't understand. I really don't. I really don't understand. I don't understand why they would say Europe, and don't come in the end. I think they have seen some complaints here and there, maybe, from multiple fans, not just me, but multiple fans, and they were like, maybe we should say something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we should say something. And it's not. We know that they want to come and they have a schedule to manage, and it's not easy when you're invited by a lot of big names or big festival or something. But I think that I've never been as confident as today about BAND-MAID coming to Europe.
It's like, okay, look, I know I really screwed up.
Yeah.
On the other day.
Yeah, you did. Thank you for
sorry.
reminding us that.
But look, I feel so bad about it, but for all what it's worth, maybe it's like manifestation somewhat. Maybe the
I
good
was
came.
complaining so much that they released the video today. Just
Yeah, see? Look, I have only felt terrible since then, so I can't help but I'm like, man, I owe Orenji like a beer, like a whole tab. I owe you a lot. Like, I felt so bad. Still feel bad.
it's like I was just watching the recording, the duration of my recording. It was 3 hours and 52 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's do this. It's like when a movie started and the hero is like, all right, let's do this again. Or you wonder why I got into this situation. Let me explain and rewind everything back and explaining everything again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kevin says, I don't think BAND-MAID should tour Europe until the Ukraine situation is resolved. And I would say that all the other Japanese bands are coming to Europe, and Ukraine is not an issue anymore. It was maybe when it started, but it's not anymore. And there are so many small bands with no money that are coming to Europe that there are no excuse for BAND-MAID not to come. It's not a money issue. It's not a Ukraine war issue. It's just a schedule. They just need to schedule the tour and come to Europe and conquer Europe again and come back and just not go to the US. That's fine. Just come to Europe. Just go to Texas, see NittPicc once, and come back to Europe. That's all. Do you agree with that?
As long as they come to some place in Texas, I'll be okay. I will make it there.
They will probably go to US anyway. They know that they have a fan base there, and they grew a fan base over there thanks to those festivals. So I don't know how they could skip US, except if they have very big invitations in Europe, which I don't see. I don't see it happening, because last time they went to Europe, it was 2019. So it was a long time ago, and I don't know if a lot of festivals knows about BAND-MAID. I'm pretty sure that the people managing festivals are talking with other people from other festivals, but I don't know if people from US festivals are talking to people from Europe festival. I don't know. I really don't know how it works and how they manage to invite a band or something, but I don't know.
I will say that I do hope they go to Europe for you. I can wait. I can wait a little longer. I'll manifest it for you.
No, but they'll come to the US. They also said that they would like to go to Mexico and do a tour with the Warning, like a 2-man tour with the Warning, and that would be cool. Yeah, that would be really, really cool, and that would bring them a lot of fun, because Mexico was actually the first country they went outside of Japan, because they knew that they had a big fan base over there. So it was the first concert, the first 1-man concerts that they did. It was actually in Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think that's saying a lot. So I'm pretty sure that it would work really well to do a 2-man tour with the Warning, and I'm pretty sure that the Warning would really love it. They actually asked Miku if they could do that one day. So.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know about the schedule of the Warning for this year, but maybe it could happen. Who knows?
Yeah, because that's another band I definitely want to see too.
Yeah. I try to listen to them, but that's not really keeping me. Let's say it that way.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe I should try to listen to them a little bit more.
They are pretty awesome. Like,
I believe you.
I may be a little biased, but like...
Okay. Maybe I don't believe you then. We'll see.
I just think you are so good at beating me up, but it's so fun at the same time. I can take it.
As long as you have fun, that's fine, I guess.
Having a great time, yeah.
I'm being beaten up, but I'm having a great time. Yeah. So what's your do you know what will be your next reaction video?
Oh, okay. So the next reaction video, mainly because I took a little 1 weekend hiatus to cover Zen for this today. I can't believe I thought it was not Sunday for a second.
Maybe because we already recorded this? I don't know.
Son of a bitch. I swear, everybody out there, I am so sorry. This is my public apology to Renji.
Oh, as long as we are talking about apologies, I have a shocking news for you.
No!
For you, I have a very, very shocking news for you all. You all anime lovers.
Oh my
As-
god,
as-
you're gonna throw me under the bus.
NittPicc, this person that you can see there, she is watching animes with English dubs. She is not watching animes in Japanese. She is a fraud. Unsubscribe right now.
Look! Look!
No excuses.
Being thrown
Shame.
under the bus.
Shame.
Oh my god. Look, I don't know if I see the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now. Not the. Oh my god, everyone's so angry. I'm
You
so
will lose
sorry.
every subscribers you have. This is your career is done.
Look, for a while. See, someone watches them dub too. But I did it
Scorpius,
for a
you're
long
dead to me.
time. To dishonor on you, dishonor on you. Ow. So to be fair, I did start watching anime dubbed because hello, I was little when Sailor Moon came on TV when I was little. So like, yeah, I watched anime dubbed when I was little, and then here on Adult Swim, it's in English. So then for some weird reason, I thought that all anime was in English here in the US. And I was just like, well, I guess you can't change the language until I discovered Crunchyroll. And then I was like, oh, so you can do dubbed and subbed. But of course, at the time, I was picking dubbed. I'm so sorry. I watch subbed from now on. I apologize. Oh! Oh my god.
We'll do 20 Ave Maria. You have
Oh
to
my
repent
God.
yourself, my child. You have sinned.
And I started watching Bocce the Rock in not dubbed. It is not dubbed. It is subbed. I have changed my ways. I am rehabbed. Everything is okay now.
But she's a rock.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh boy. I should have known you had that one loaded in the chamber ready to go.
It was as the minute I started the stream, I was ready. I had the gun. It was loaded. I just had to pull the trigger.
You're just waiting. You're like roulette and then
I was like,
cocking the gun.
waiting for the right moment.
Woo! It's okay. I will take that. I earned it. I will take all the beatings today. Every lashing, I will take it. I earned it.
Yep.
Woo!
I don't remember what you were apologizing for before that.
I don't remember either.
But you need to do at least 1 hour of apologies just for the anime thing. At least.
Jesus.
Just release a video on YouTube. Say the title will be "I watch anime dubbed in English."
Oh my
3
god.
dots. 1 hour apology.
Oh! Jeez. Oh boy. God. Yeah, now I don't even remember what I was talking about, but you know
Me
what?
neither.
It's okay. Must have not been that important.
I just remember that I was asking for what will be your next video. That was the question.
Okay. That was the question.
Yeah.
So now that we're here, my next video is going to be I'm continuing the journey through the Made in Japan CD, and the next song is going to be, I think it's called Big Dad. I don't understand the title, but I'm ready to check it out.
We'll see. I think that's a good. It's a good Miku song because it's a Miku
Okay.
song. Yeah. I
But
won't.
yeah, that'll be the next one.
Yeah, I won't spoil it more than that.
Got
Actually,
it.
I wonder if because I know that there are not a lot of reactors that are doing reactions to just songs and not music videos because you are not actually watching something, you're just listening. So are you taking a different approach when you are reacting to a song against a music video?
Ooh. Well, okay. So there's a double side to this because I really love having the music video to watch and also for the audience to see as well. But I do appreciate when there isn't a music video because I don't have something distracting my eyes. So I can't necessarily see anything and I can only listen because at that point, if the album's just art is just showing, I can sit there, close my eyes, really listen down for every part and really pick things out more than what I'm seeing. Because I really do appreciate music videos though. Because especially when I see a live music video, it's nice to be able to see what is being played at moments or like what is being taken in all the instruments. But the only different approach between the two is one, I feel like I don't have a visual distraction, and the other one, it's really hard to not, especially with BAND-MAID or like the warning, especially all female artists. I have a really hard time not being like, oh my god, look at that cute outfit, or look at her nails, or because that's how my brain works. I'm sorry, I'm a girl's girl. Like, especially when they have cute clothes, it's hard. That's the hardest thing for me because I can try and focus on the instruments, but at moments I'm like, oh, look at Miku's pantyhose, they're so cute. And once I do that, like my brain kind of, it's like, come back, music, pay attention.
Let's talk about the music.
Yeah, it's so hard sometimes. So, but yeah, that's the only approach really.
Okay. So you are planning to react to all the songs in chronological order, right? If I understand
Yes.
correctly. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So will you do like not a recap, but like a sum up of where you at? Like after listening to the second album, comparing to the first one and seeing the evolution between the two, and doing that with the next ones, or are you just reacting to all the songs and that's all?
I haven't thought about doing that. And that's actually kind of a really good idea.
I have copyrights on this idea.
Now you can have to collect royalties. That's a really good idea. I never thought to do that. But now I'm kind of like, maybe I should. I guess so. It's really funny the thing is like it's reaction content, so it's nothing I do, and I want people to realize this, and I recognize this. Nothing I do is technically original. So everyone has their favorite reactors and all that kind of stuff. So all I'm doing is trying to listen to something and possibly hear something different and maybe hear a different perspective than whatever someone else is doing. So my thought, I honestly didn't think people would actually want to like listen to me talk about an album. Sorry if you hear a squeak toy, it's my dog.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, I'm so sorry. It's not me, I swear. But
You never know.
She watches subbed anime or dubbed anime. No, not anymore. I know. Boston. Oh my god. So sorry. But yeah, I just never thought people would actually want to hear me talk without listening to something. So yeah, because I wouldn't imagine I want to hear myself talk about something that much either. But it's up to everyone else, I guess. I I don't know. I try and go off of what everyone else wants.
Yeah, but like I said, you have a very interesting approach when it comes to reacting to videos, like listening a part of the song and summing up what you just heard and being like, okay, there is a part that I need you to listen to. We're going to play it again and listen to this part. And when you are this part, you say, hey, listen, this is what I've been talking about. And I really like this because I was, oh yes, she's right. And I'm discovering stuff like this. And I'm pretty sure that that's everyone likes when they are watching your reaction videos. Because some people are pausing too much, or some people are just listening to the whole song and are like, oh, it's cool. That's a great song. Like, subscribe, and see you the next one. And some people are listening, going back, listening, going back, listening, going back. And it's really a pain to go through the reaction video. And I think that your reaction videos, they flow very well.
Okay.
I mean,
That's good.
It's never annoying for when you go back. It's never annoying to watch what you are saying about the song. So I guess that's, even though you are not technically different from everyone else, I mean, from a lot of reactors, you are doing something that I'm not following a lot of reactors, but I've never seen someone doing it like this, like highlighting a part of the song and pointing it out so the viewer can see it and be like, oh, this is what she was talking about. So yeah, I think that's your strength.
Thank you. I try really hard not to be too, because there's a music and again, I say this again, I'm saying popular music because this is more mainstream style music that we typically listen to. But the idea is that I want to make sure that when we listen to music, we're listening to from beginning to the end of a chorus, so that way we have a more grand scheme of everything. I like to try and break it up naturally versus then trying to pause too often. But I know people get upset about pausing as well, because I know I get comments sometimes of you pause too much and I'm out, and it's like, I'm trying to analyze. If you want to, that's what I don't understand.
Listen to the song by yourself. Yeah.
Right, yeah, and I put the link in the description because I'm like, you should go support this artist. Go listen to the song all the way through. Give them your view because they should be receiving that money. And we can't, a lot of this stuff is copyrighted. We're not receiving the only thing you get from commenting on my video is giving it a algorithmic boost. So don't comment if you don't like, I don't know. It's weird. But I just want to make sure that I'm doing right by the audience and trying to make sure that they get to hear things that maybe they didn't hear the first time. And I do love when people point out things that I didn't hear. That's why I always open up my typical phrase of, let's continue the conversation of music, because I won't hear everything. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that nobody can hear actually everything that's happening, especially on the BAND-MAID song. There are so many things happening at the same time. It's pretty insane, actually. It's pretty insane. That made me think that I had a question about the comments that you receive on your videos. I wonder if it was a question asked actually on social media by Greg, like, do you read all the comments under your videos?
Woo! So when I first started the journey on YouTube, I did read a lot of my comments. I do still read comments on a majority of my BAND-MAID videos, just because it's fun to see what you guys have to say. I don't always interact, just because most of the time I'm at work when I'm reading these comments, like I'm reading them between. So, and I'm teaching from 7 a.m. to about 4:30 or 5 p.m. in the day. So I'm moving between locations. So it's not that I'm not trying to ignore people, but now that my channel is getting a little bit bigger, and I do reaction content to a little bit of everything. And when you receive like your first negative comment, it's not so bad, but then you start receiving multiples, and then it's like, ooh, that didn't make me feel good. So, and then there are comments that just you shouldn't give them the time of day, but then you can't help but do it. Like, I know we talked about this, and I'm just, dude, for real though. And I know it's not you guys, but be so for real. It's flutist and flautist are the same shit. Like, just for real. I'm so over it. I know everyone is probably like, oh shit, you opened up the can of worms. For real though. If anyone ever says anything, I didn't spend 3 years, or I didn't spend 8 years in college to be told, oh, you don't know it's flautist. I'm like, I swear to fucking God, dude. Can't handle it. Sorry. It's fine.
Remember that she's not a flautist, but she watched animes in English. That's all that you have to remember. That's all. She's a flautist that watched animes in English.
Okay, both are correct. You can call me a flautist if you want, but I don't have the highest self-ego, so I'll call myself a flutist. But I've never flouted. I've fluted, but I've never flouted. Just sounds funny. But anyway, it's whatever. British English, American English, whatever. Pick your poison.
English. All right. Let's listen to the song that you chose, because during every episode I'm asking two things from my guests. The first thing is to choose a song that they would like to hear and talk about, and the second thing is to choose a topic that they would like to talk about. And first is the song, and we will listen to Honai. Let me just prepare this. All right, where is Honai? And also I have to share my audio so you can hear it, because I think it will be funnier for you if you can hear the song as well, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me share my audio. Share audio. Can you let me know if you can hear the music on this? Yes, perfect. Okay. All right, let's play Honai.
君じゃ感情に息が追いつけない待ってないだってもう我慢できないよ報われない恋なんて大嫌い手放せない朝はかけはしたのは自分よく生きれてたらもう少し上手に笑えた I just feel like このまま虚像に夢中になって前に進めない手を離そうでもよく似てるんだよろくでもないとこ Until I achieve honesty friend
All right. So, why did you choose Honkai?
Here we go. So I had recently I just finished a whole reaction set on my Patreon with a reaction to only the music and then the instrumental with the score comparison. And I chose Honkai on purpose because it was the first time. Well, first of all, I got to see the video where Misa has that awesome intro into the song.
Yeah.
So that was part of it because that gets stuck in my head. But the reason why I was just so impressed by this song is there's a crazy amount of rhythmic interplay within the song in general, especially when you look at the score and you see Misa's part, like for instance, the part where Psyche's singing very rhythmically in that
Yeah.
that section, it's so cool because if you look at the vocal line in comparison to Misa's bass line, Misa is filling in Psyche's blanks, and it's hard to catch it because it's so fast,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't really pay attention to it just because it sounds cool in general. So just hearing the contrast of Misa really being like thrusted into the limelight in the song, but also Konami's solo is killer. The motif in the opening, that do 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 ba ba da ba da, and like Miku's guitar part is extremely. She does a lot of work in that song. I don't think people realize how much work she's doing and what Konami's doing. Konami's actually filling in just accents for Miku's part, which is kind of neat. So it's just so much work is being done in that piece from every single member. It's just so scrumptious. It's a full meal in one song. So yeah, that's the reason why I chose it. And also it's probably because it was stuck in my brain from reacting to it. So yeah.
So that's the song that was stuck in your brain after listening to Unseen World?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one in Chemical Reaction, but Honkai was just hard to get out of your head.
And it's not an easy song as well. So it's not like the typical pop song that has a very simple melody that can really stick in your head, like every song that you can listen to the radio. So it might be special enough to stick in your head with its complexity.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I already told you about it because remember we recorded like 4 hours of talking last time. That's Honkai makes me think of the first series of video that I did, the BAND-MAID Nippon videos, with the introduction being like the first minute of Honkai, something like that. So I've listened to this first minute more time than I've been listening to any other BAND-MAID songs. So every time I'm studying Honkai, I have this voice in my head saying "BAND-MAID Nippon" like they did in the video, and I have a very special relationship with Honkai, and same goes with Anemone, because Anemone is the ending of the podcast. So it's always those two songs that I've been listening a lot, not on purpose, just because they were on those videos that I was editing. Because when I started, when I discovered BAND-MAID, I found out that there was a lot of material on the internet, especially on Reddit. There were a lot of articles and interviews and videos translated in English. With English translation, but I've never seen anything subtitled. So I wanted to maybe make something, just add subtitles, because that's something that I knew before making videos. Like, adding subtitles on the video is not that hard. So I wanted to do that, and I released my first BAND-MAID Nippon video in 2020 and in 2021, sorry. And I remember that I used a red for Miku and a blue for Saiki on the text with a black background, and I received a lot of comments from colorblind people saying that they couldn't read anything, and I was like, oh man, I have to. I didn't know anything, so I didn't know that people would have a hard time to read the the subtitles that I did for the video. So I made a colorblind version. I asked a lot of people what's the best way to make subtitles so that everyone can see it, and it looks like I don't remember if it's white on black or black on white. I think it's white on black. I think so. So I made a video like this, but what's pretty crazy is that when I released this first video, it got to like 20k views on my channel that I had no subscribers, and was like, why is there so many people watching this? It was pretty crazy at this time. So yeah, that's how I started, and I spent so many times working on this video that Honkai and Anemone has a really special meaning for me. But just because of that, every time I listen to Honkai, this is in my head every time.
It floods, comes flooding back.
I cannot listen to Honkai in a normal way. that's pretty crazy. Let's move along. Let's move ahead to your subject. That was the ability of BAND-MAID to blend subgenre like hard rock, metal, blues into a cohesive sound. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So I love this because it's been funny, because throughout my whole BAND-MAID journey, anytime I've reacted to something, there's always been, I can't wait till you listen to this, because then you're going to hear this version of BAND-MAID, and then you're going to hear, like, my favorite thing is saying, like, you'll hear blues BAND-MAID, or you'll hear punk BAND-MAID, or jazz BAND-MAID. And that has been one of the funniest but fun things to kind of look for in every song. Especially, for instance, Forbidden Tale is one of the best versions of the blend, I believe, because you can hear. I just remember my first reaction to that was so crazy, because in that middle section, it's not quite in the middle, but it's somewhere in the middle. All of a sudden, it feels like we're in a jazz parlor listening to just like little, smoky bar with some whiskey, and I'm just like, what? How did we get here? How did this happen? And it's just incredible to me that they can do such things in anything. I've heard rap Psyche, I've heard jazz BAND-MAID in Forbidden Tale, I've also heard punk made. So there's just so many little snippets of different tastes of genres that they're able to accomplish and do well by that genre. And it's sometimes I'm like, are they meaning to do that, or are they just, sometimes I feel like they're just having fun by playing around with it and seeing what they can do with it. But they do it so well, and they make it make sense. That's what I mean by it being super cohesive. It's never offensive. It's never too far out of the blue that you can't expect it, even though it's unexpected.
Yeah, it's always unexpected, and it's always done in a way that you cannot see the different part of the song. Like it's always so seamless. Like my perfect example is when Kanami is playing her guitar solo and Saiki is back. Like it's like you cannot predict at which moment Saiki will start to sing again, and it flows so seamlessly that it doesn't feel like the song is being cut in different parts. It's like a big song and everything flows so well. That always amazes me. That's something that I've seen like since the first time I've been listening to BAND-MAID. Like it flows perfectly. That's pretty crazy, especially when they are mixing genre like in Forbidden Tale.
Yeah,
that's the first listening of Forbidden Tale is.
Yeah. That's why I know it's, and I'm partially joking in a way, so don't get too mad. But I think it'd be super interesting. So like we have BAND-MAID Go, where they take another style, another genre, and kind of take their own music and do it in a way that was supposed to be an April Fool's joke. But it's funny to me because like, what if they took a few of their songs? They've already done it in an acoustic manner. What if they decided to make, I don't know, like jazz sets of certain songs? I wonder if they could. A part of me would wonder if, because surely Saiki's vocals would lend super well to jazz style. And I'm just curious, like, it'd be neat. It'd be really neat. It wouldn't have to be something they, fully delve into, but it'd just be interesting to experience that. They won't do it, but like, it'd just be interesting because they'd be able to nail it really well, perfectly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they are already making amazing acoustic version of their songs, so that's. I showed you some of them, so you know.
Yes.
That in the Christmas acoustic concert, that was also incredible. And there will probably be some songs from, maybe they will probably play some songs from Epic Narratives in their acoustic version at the Billboard concerts that they have planned in March and April. Just imagine an acoustic version of Forbidden Tale.
That's yes, please.
They need, if they do that, they need to release it somewhere. I really need to hear that.
Yeah, because I can already hear Akane on brushes.
Yeah.
Just on acoustic version of a drum set, and oh man, and then the acoustic guitars. Oh. Yeah.
And I need more harmonies between Miku and Kanami. I want that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because when you will finish, when you will be finished to watch the acoustic Okuji from last year, you will hear more of Miku and Kanami harmonies, and that's something that they never did before. At least not that I know of. And that's one of the most beautiful things. So we need more of that. We need more of that. And yes, Rokoto Clock, I cried on my first listen of Forbidden Tale. But I'm not the only one. Ryan cried as well. And the first reaction was pretty crazy.
He's commandeering. You need to stay right here, buddy.
Say hi to NittPicc Dogo.
Yeah, say hi to Boston. He's a mess. Just ignore him. He's fine. Everything's fine.
He seems lost though.
That's his face.
Oh, okay. That's normal.
Yes. Just ignore him. He's fine.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to add on your special topic?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, yeah, they do it well. Well, someone mentioned it, and I'm glad they did in the chat. They had mentioned, don't forget Klupo, which, yeah, Miku has that.
Yeah.
Miku brings that pop color to it, and I love that. It's just the right amount of pop.
Did you already react to some Klupo songs?
I've done one, and I want
Yeah.
to do more. And
Which one did you do?
oh my god.
Peace and Love?
Oh no.
It's a Peace and Love, Flapping Wings, Pogo.
I think it was Peace and Love.
With You. The first one is Peace and Love.
I think it was that one. I know there's a music video to it.
Yeah. That I'm just thinking of the ones with music videos. The best, I mean, you will see, but the best Klupo songs, in my opinion, is. Oh, it was With You? You did With You?
Apparently.
Okay, so your viewers know more than you are. Okay, that's fine.
Oh no.
Yeah, like I was going to say, you have to react to voice. There are no music videos, but this is, in my opinion, the best Klupo song. Very close to
Okay.
BAND-MAID. I could totally see this song performed by BAND-MAID on stage. It sounds very BAND-MAID. So
Okay.
what you can add that to your very long list of future reactions.
Got it. Will do.
Because I know that you probably have a lot of reactions. Actually, I didn't ask you, how do you manage to record your reactions? Do you have a schedule of when you will record this and this reaction, or are you taking some free time that you have and try to record as much as you can?
So, I mean, in short, oh my god. I basically had when I first started, I have a notebook and I would like physically write everything down because I'm a very physical kind of person. I have to keep track of everything other than in a digital way. And I had wrote down a bunch of songs that I needed to react to and would just kind of check mark them off. And that was working for a long time. And then it turned into, we're just gonna like roulette this. So I would go through, on my Discord, there's a channel where you can suggest stuff, and I just kind of go through them and just start recording. I sit down at my computer and I try and record for about 3 hours to 4 hours. Because most reactions end up being about, let's just say, 25 minutes, and I tend to talk around in circles, so I edit out my repetitive ways. So I edit it down and try and get it down to about 15 minutes. But that's really it. It's just I try and get so much done and just spend a lot of my time editing. And then Patreon stuff is recorded mostly on Thursday or Friday and then edited on a Saturday, put up on Sundays. It's a lot.
So much work.
Yeah, and I can't complain because I now kind of have an idea of what you do, and it's insane. You do a lot. So I can't complain at all.
Sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm working on too many things at the same time.
I just can't believe what you're doing. Like when you showed me just kind of what a project looks like, I was like, nope. I'll stick to the little thing I do and just like, boop, cut this here and paste. Good.
I think that the next step for you would be to live stream, because with live stream you just have to cut the part when you are reacting to the song and put it on YouTube, and it would be a new video. You know, it's
right.
If you try to live stream, sometimes you can have like live requests, live reactions, and easy clips. So maybe it will be easier for you to edit some reaction video. I know that a lot of reactors are doing this more and more these days. So maybe it's a next step to consider for you if you have enough time and enough time in the right time zone, because it also depends on that, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I'm in France, so I'm trying to release videos knowing that almost half of my viewers are in Japan, and the other half, almost all the other half, is in the US. So
Yeah.
as I'm European and I want to be here, because I like to release my videos as premiere, because I like to talk to people in the chat and have some reactions and stuff like that. So that's why I'm releasing the videos at the time that we have started actually this live. That's why
Right.
I chose this time. And so it's 11 p.m. here. It's the afternoon in the US, and it's the next day in the morning for Japan. So they can watch my videos in the train, or later the day when they have
Yeah.
when they have like one break sometime.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figure that it's the best time to release my video. I don't remember when I chose this release time, but I think that yours is being released on the afternoon for me, so it should be on the morning for you, right? I think so.
Mhm.
I think that's something like that.
Yeah.
Do you schedule them, or do you release them when they're ready?
Oh, I schedule them. I
Yeah.
try and get them done at least the day before
Yeah.
or more. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, because teaching and then trying to make sure YouTube's going okay. Because I panic when something goes wrong and I'm like, oh my God, I'm at school. I can't fix anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I make editing errors, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as long as you don't have like 1 million subscribers, you can't do anything. YouTube would be like, oh no, we don't do that, but they do for any channel with 1 million subscribers. So they do that, but not for small YouTubers, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like one frame that is wrong, they won't do it, which is a shame. But
Yeah.
I have made one big mistake on my channel. I accidentally deleted a video on my channel. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had to post it again, and I lost all the views, all the comments, all the momentum.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm
Yikes.
I'm glad that it did not happen on my like documentary video, because it would have hurt a lot. Really a lot. Because I don't know if everyone is getting the same kind of results, but when I'm looking for like BAND-MAID images, or if I'm typing like the name of a member with BAND-MAID in front of it, I pretty easily find my videos. So I think that as a lot of people saw them, they are pretty well referenced in the internet, and it's pretty easy to find what I did. On YouTube, when you search BAND-MAID with like the name of a member or something like that, which is pretty cool, which leads to reactors reacting to my videos. Which is insane, because I would never thought that anyone would want to react to my videos. The same way you never thought that anyone would like to see you talking about music.
That makes sense. I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah, and also talking about the documentaries, I already told you, but yeah, I will release the documentary about Akane really soon, because I'm working on 2 big videos as well at the same time. So I need to make room to work on the edit of Akane's video, and also you know that I hired the voice actors for Kanami's documentary and Saiki's documentaries, and my problem is that I put a lot of lines for Akane's voice actors, and she sent me the price of a recording, and it was a lot. So I may have to cut some lines if I don't want to be broke after making this video, because I have to plan my trip to Japan, and I need money. So yeah, I may need to do some changes, but it will be done. It will be done soon, and hopefully I will have enough time to work on the video editing and release this so you can react to it quickly. I will send you the video anyway, so you can react to it quickly enough on one BAND-MAID Sunday.
Yeah, everyone's like dying and patiently waiting, but I was like, guys, I want to wait for his release, the new one. I have to wait. I promised I would wait.
And also I promise that I will work on the script from Misa right after Akane is being released, because I'm getting a lot of messages as well. Well, when the next the next documentary is being released. And also I'm kind of annoyed by the fact that people are starting to react to my documentaries. They are starting to new Saiki, new Kanami, and then they react to old Misa and old Akane and the 3 parts Miku. And I want people to react to the new version of them, because it's you didn't saw the old version. I don't think so, right? You didn't watch the old version of the documentaries. They are very different from what I did in the new version. So I want to keep them coherent in a way. So yeah, I need to release that quickly enough. Yeah, that's right. Akane's voice actors is also from Yogo, so she has the same kind of voice. I think she's the closest from the voice actors I'm working with, and she can do the same accent as Akane, so that's pretty insane, actually. And you never watched my. I don't know if you watched my manga project, The Pigeon Dream of Singing.
I haven't seen all of them yet, but I've seen the ones that you've done, like you put it as a premiere. And I remember sitting there. Yeah, that was so cool. I had no idea. I was like, this is so sick.
The problem is that it has like an hardcore fan base. Like, people are really loving it, but it's a very small fan base. So I really wanted this to last for way longer than that, but you have to finish it in the next 2 episodes. So I will finish them when BAND-MAID is fully formed, because it costs a lot of money, and
oh man,
I have to pay all the voice actors, I have to pay the drawings, the artists doing the drawings and stuff like that. So yeah, that's
right.
That's a lot. That's really a lot. All right. Let's do a quick session of questions and answers. So if you have any questions to ask to NittPicc or myself, you can write them in the chat by tagging me, so I can read them. Meanwhile, I will start to read the questions that we received from social media. So we answered the first one about if you read the viewers' comments. Next question by Koradezun. Have you discovered any new perspective or insight about music or performance from watching or listening to BAND-MAID, and what have you learned from them?
Man, okay. New insights, perspectives. The main takeaway, I guess, is beside, like, if I didn't talk about the music part, for me, it's, I know this is gonna seem a little more personal than anything else, but it just feels like seeing women on stage, seeing women perform music at such high levels that I don't get to see very often here in the US, other than like there's those pop idols, which is they're not bad. It's just it's different. It's not the same. And the insight is just like seeing them perform live, doing so well, being great instrumentalists, and creating such a following and a family setting for themselves is like, it feels like I can still do something like that. I can still be a strong instrumentalist and still be successful in the arts, even though sometimes I feel quite small, because I'm a woman sometimes it just there's that strength that I see in them, and I want to have that similar strength that they have. And if we're talking music wise, it's just I cannot believe that I've not heard them before, and that I've been so blind to the Japanese music scene for so long that now I'm seeing what I've been missing out on for a long time. So I'm getting a new perspective on the music scene in Japan, and not only Japan, but all over different areas. I've stepped out of a comfort zone, which I'm so happy I'm out of it. It's exciting.
Yeah, talking about the members, I remember that we talked about it, but I think that they are the first band, especially female band, because you expect from all bands that they take care of their image, because they have to be marketable and they have to look good and they have to look appealing. But I have the impression that BAND-MAID members they don't care about anything. Like that tweet from Psyche, she's drunk, literally on her tweet, like, "Oh, I'm drunk." It's just like she just doesn't care about.
I love that.
Yeah, it really feels authentic, because I'm pretty sure that she was drunk. That's for sure. That's for sure. There was this Omishu-sama. There was this series called Radio for Omishu-sama they did during the COVID, and they choose a subject and they talk about it for like 15 to 25 minutes. And there was like that I use in Japanese for the intro of those podcasts, saying that today we're going to talk about the effect of alcohol on the BAND-MAID members, and they talk about drunk stories. Like, I remember when you were drunk and you called me saying, "Where am I?" and I had to guide you for like 2 hours until you get home. And Seiki was like, "I don't remember that at all."
Well, of course.
Yeah, that, and you will see when you will watch the Christmas acoustic commentary version, Psyche is saying that she's sweating a lot, her back is so wet and she's very uncomfortable during the recording. But I mean, who does that? Especially female artists. They want to look appealing, and saying that they are sweating a lot is not that much appealing. But they just don't care.
And that's so refreshing.
Yeah.
It's extremely refreshing,
Yeah.
because I feel like I always tell people, because at this point I just don't care, but I'm like, when I'm sitting here recording, I'm just like, man, I'm sweating. It's just like, it's hot in here or whatever. And I'm like, and then seeing and hearing that, it's like, refreshing.
Yeah.
Love that.
And she's exactly saying it just like that. She was like, "Oh, I remember I was sweating so much at this moment."
Get it.
Yeah, so that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I saw a question about. Oh yeah. Do you ever want? Polska Bob is asking if you would like to do a cover with flute.
So I've actually done one, and that version is on Patreon. I am going to do a YouTube version, but the reason why I haven't done it yet is it's mostly my fault. The teaching is a lot, and then making content is a lot, and recording, trying to make something look really aesthetically pleasing, because I can just record the cover and just make it sound good, and that's it. But I want to make sure it actually looks good, and I have multiple angles, especially if I'm playing, so you don't just see me, you see like an angle of my flute or blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
So it'll also have Alex or Alex Cello. Yeah. So he recorded a cover, and he gave me a version that doesn't have the melody attached to it. So I'm supposed to record the melody and I just haven't done it yet because
Oh.
again, timing. And I also was thinking, since I do own a cajon, I would like to add a little
Oh.
bit of percussion track to it.
That would be great.
So yeah, I think it'd be kind of neat to do that. So I'm just trying to find the right timing to do it and right camera angles and everything, because I only own one camera.
Yeah.
So it's got to do
Multiple
some work.
recordings. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're working on it.
There was a time when we did a lot of covers with members from the community, and it's not that easy to work with only one camera angle to make the video like interesting to watch, because
Yes.
seeing one person just playing an instrument and nothing is moving, you're like you'll get bored at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you need to have something happening on the screen, because
Yes.
the viewers would be like, okay, that's funny for 10 seconds, and then I'm going to watch something else.
Yeah. You got to make it interesting.
Yeah, exactly. A question from Scorpio saying that for both of us, what song blew your mind the most from BAND-MAID, and why? Ooh. For you, it's like all the songs.
It's just, yeah,
Every time you're writing, you're like,
because there are so many little things that are unexpected.
Yeah.
But so it's funny because someone said it earlier. Chemical Reaction it's different in a way that it just sounds it's BAND-MAID, but it's like that kind of like heavier. It feels so weighted. That kind of blew me away, just because I didn't expect it to sound the way it did when I heard it. And it's funny because after I do my reaction, sometimes I'll go back and listen to it all the way through and read comments and see what everyone else said. And I'm just like, so I'm not crazy then. But God, that's such a hard question. Besides Domination, the first time I heard it, like, that's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Domination is a lot to take in.
Yes. Especially if it's your first song you ever heard. Like,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's a good question.
my first introduction to BAND-MAID was the music video of Choose Me. I don't know if you have reacted to this one.
Yeah, I think I have.
So that was my first, and the second one was the music video of Dice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after that, I was like, okay, I need to hear more of them, and I started to watch live performances, and I was sold after that. Totally sold. But for me, I think that the song that amazed me the most, that blew my mind the most, was probably Puzzle.
Puzzle's a good one.
Puzzle is yeah. Every time I'm watching this live performance of Puzzle from the Shinkiba Coast Studio, the Shinkiba Studio Coast 2017, I have goosebumps. Like every time, you just put Saiki Kanemi's solo and goosebumps, instant goosebumps. That's performance of Puzzle is crazy, and it has the best mix that BAND-MAID had ever made. Even today, you can't find a better mix in a live performance. The mix from this is amazing. It's really amazing.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if you watched this concert actually.
I don't think I've seen. Everyone keeps talking about certain concerts, and I only have like, I think 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
I think it's 2, maybe 3. But yeah, everyone talks about these concerts, and I'm like, man. And so every time I like Google it, and I'm like, okay, I have not seen this one, or this one doesn't have a video release, so there's no chance of getting a hold of it or whatever. So yeah, I just kind of
The big ones are the Shinkiba Studio Coast in 2017, the Zep Tokyo in 2018, and the World Domination Tour in 2019, and the Yokohama Arena in 2023. That's the big ones.
I know I have the Yokohama one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have because it's the 10th anniversary,
Yeah.
correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I have that one. And then I have of course, Day of Maid 10th, or the new one that just got released.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that one. I think I have one more. I'm not sure. But yeah.
Yeah, you need to watch those. At one point, you need to watch those because there are crazy performances, and BAND-MAID is always adding solos and intros and changing stuff, and it's always unexpected and it's always amazing. So yeah, there are a lot you need to watch, and I'm pretty sure that you know that already. Next question: what was your first mosh pit, if you ever went to a mosh pit?
Heck yeah. So this is okay. I'm gonna make this the shortest story possible because yeah. Okay. So when I was younger, in my teens, I actually used to play in a cover band. So I was a guitarist and a singer, and we were playing at a battle of the bands at a college campus when I was in junior high. Luckily we were invited. So we were playing some Green Day stuff. We finished our set, put all our stuff back into, this is so embarrassing, my friend's parents' car because we weren't old enough to drive. So then her parents decided, she was like, we'll come pick you up around like 11. That's since you're out in a public area, it'd be fine. And it was a college campus, so fine. The next cover band that was playing was doing some, I think it was like Tsunami Bomb, or like just some kind of like niche band that not everyone knows. I actually love Tsunami Bomb, but female singer, by the way.
Yeah.
I just remember going, all of a sudden, like, I was just like, whoa, people are like moshing. And at the time, I didn't wear contacts yet. I was wearing glasses. So I just remember getting on the edge of the mosh pit and being like, I can do this. I can get in there. And I got in there, started thrashing, and I was having a good time. And then luckily, people are kind of nice when somebody falls. I got pushed over. My glasses came off. A guy picked me up, and I looked at him and I was like, I can't see. And he goes, didn't you have glasses? And I was like, yeah. And then someone was like, found him, and they handed him to me. But it's funny because and the guy looked at me and was just like, hey, you're bleeding. And I was like, I am. So then after that, I went to the bathroom, double checked my face. I had cut my nose open, and I was like, maybe we should go home. And then we ended up walking towards, we called parents. Parents were coming to pick us up, walking towards the car. I ended up falling. I fell into a fountain. Very dumb things. Just look. We went home sopping wet. It was fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
I was a very chaotic kid, even though I was extremely introverted, but those were moments in my life that I was like, I can do this. I can be extroverted. And then after that day, I was like, maybe I shouldn't do things like this.
That was a good reminder, at least.
Yeah.
That was a very nice story. Okay. I take it. Next question from Steve Rowe. For both of us, which maid would you cosplay?
Oh no.
No.
Okay. I I'm not cool enough to cosplay Misa. Let's just put it out there. If I could, I would. She's just got this like. I'm constantly smiling. I don't think I could ever cosplay her.
Yeah,
I
that's
want.
right. You have to
I
put
know.
a mask.
I know. I want to be more serious in the face, but I just can't. So I feel like I could do a good Miku if I had shorter hair, and I definitely would dye it. Yeah. I think I would be very well suited for Miku or Konami. Psyche's too cool. She's too fashionable for me. I wish I could be a fashionable queen, but she is the fashion queen. And then Akane is just, again, too cool. I'm not a drummer. I wanted to be a drummer. Can't do it. I just couldn't be that cool. Miku and Konami, though, I feel like I can match their energy. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Good answer. And myself, I'm not into cosplay, so I will just cosplay as a fan. That would be my cosplay of myself. Yeah, that's not really my thing. So sorry about that. All right, next, let's go back to the comments we received on social media. Oh yeah, if you could choose one of the mates to hang out with and talk music, who would it be and why? And this time you don't have to think because you already gave me the answer. So.
Well,
no, it's great that we have to record this a second time, so you don't have to be embarrassed and think about this for 1 hour and.
But the last question I still can't decide. So either way, but anyway. I hate this question because I don't want to pick one, but like I said before, if I had to pick one, I would want to talk to Konami just because I want to sit and pick at her compositional brain, the way she goes about creating. How does she do it? Because we had talked about before about it would be really cool to see how the compositional process behind the whole band, how does it happen? It would be really neat to experience that, and I feel like she's probably the catalyst with it when it comes to instrumentals, besides Miku and Psyche usually handling lyrics. So I think she would definitely be my main pick.
Yeah, that would be probably the most interesting member music wise, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get the idea. Next question from Masters and Princesses of BAND-MAID. Do you ever planning on attending OQGs in Japan?
If
Japan,
the funds...
when?
Right. Yeah. If the funds ever happen, I would totally do it. It's just, well, in that, and I said this too, I've never applied for a visa or like a passport or anything. So I've never traveled. My level of travel is tiny. I'm a very small travel person. I've only ever traveled for music competitions or flute competitions that I've ever done. And so I've only ever traveled within the States. So yeah, I would love to. It's just a matter of getting the money, because teaching is doesn't pay too much. Yeah. But yeah.
You just have to start saving money now, and then
yeah,
you will be able to go like in 1 year or two, something like that. Except if they come to the US and you have to spend all your money to go to see them. So that's
yes, yeah.
That could be an issue.
Yes, yeah. Either way.
Yeah. Next question from Tony, and you remember this one. BAND-MAID seems to be going full throttle on conquering the world with this past decade, putting out multiple albums and performing a never-ending circuit of live concerts. In my opinion, they are the best rock band on the planet, which I agree. But now they have entered in their 30s. Do you think there is a fear that fame may overtake other desires they may have in life, like maybe getting married, starting a family, and from a woman's perspective, is fame harder to handle?
I love this question because I know, again, I'm so sorry, I've answered it before, but I've
Love?
had even I
When?
don't know.
I don't know. I don't. You ready?
You don't remember what? I don't know.
Was it like at 2 a.m. when I was so tired and you forgot to record your webcam? That I think it was something like that, right? Yeah, I think that was it. Right after you told me that you watched anime with dubs in English, right? I think that.
Damn it.
Yeah. All your life.
I'm so sorry. Anyway, answering the question. So it's funny because not that I think about fame. I'm not famous by any means, but I think about this a lot because as a woman who has a life and like I fear sometimes that I work too much. I know that sounds weird because I know there are people out there who like to be busy. I'm one of those people. I'm teaching, I create content, and majority of the time my day ends around 9 o'clock or 10. And I'm satisfied with that. And I feel like that is okay. But if I ever wanted to be in a situation where I'm in a relationship or have kids or whatever, it would kind of cause a problem, especially if I wanted to keep creating. And I feel like with BAND-MAID, all the members, the thing that for them, I hope, and this is mainly for them from a woman's perspective, and I would think they have their own ideas and stuff, but I would think that no matter what they do in life, they have the choice to do what they want. And if they were to take a break due to having a child, if they're in a relationship at all, because nobody really knows about that part of their life, which, and I'm going to say this, and this, I mean this very kindly, but and I say this mainly because as a woman wanting to protect other women, it's none of anyone's business, you know.
Exactly.
It's their relationships are none of anyone's business. What they do,
not knowing anything. I'm here for the music. I'm not here to know if they have a husband or if they are married or if they are children. I don't.
Right.
Don't care.
Yes. Yeah, and so they're humans first, and they deserve the right to have their lives the way they want. And if that is the case for them to take a break to do what they want to do with their life, they should have that space. And I know it sounds scary because at some point all good things come to an end. It doesn't necessarily mean now, but it doesn't necessarily mean it won't ever happen. But you have to remember you have all the memories. So I hope that they feel the safety within their fan base, that they can move on and do things in their life and realize that they still have that space to create no matter what, and will always be behind them. So I just hope that they know that, and I hope that the rest of the BAND-MAID community feels the same, because that's always scary. It's a scary transition when you're just trying to make your life, and then people are like, well, what about us? And it's like, but what about me as a human? You know? So I hope that they realize that, like, I 100% support them no matter what, and I'm sure that the BAND-MAID community does too. So
yeah, I'm sure they do as well. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
they have pretty kind and good community of fans overall. There are always creeps, like in every community, but
yeah.
yeah, I mean, what can you do? All right, last question. From Charles. If you were to have your marching band play a BAND-MAID song, what would be your choice?
This is a hard question.
Talked about this as well, right? Yeah.
Maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know.
I think.
Look. Look.
Look.
I have I have ruminated on this question.
Oh, you're cheating.
And I know, I'm so sorry. It's my fault, everybody.
Yes,
It's my fault.
it is. It is your fault.
I need a shirt that just says
Yeah, it's my fault.
like
Yeah.
it's my fault. It's ask a Renji.
I will make you that someday. It's my fault. And I will make a
my
shirt
fault.
saying it's all fault, like with an arrow pointing at you.
That'll be perfect.
That would be great.
But I sat and thought about it, and I was like, if there's always in marching band, there's always the opener. There's a second movement that's supposed to be kind of like medium fast, but then there's a ballad. There's always a ballad. And I know that there's not a lot of ballads in the BAND-MAID collection. And it seems like to me that I've said this a lot. I'm a sucker for a ballad. I am. And so I'm going to put my foot down right now because I wasn't sure before, but I would love to hear a band version of Daydreaming.
Oh.
And I even thought, like, how would I arrange this? And I thought, I was like, start it out with just solo flute. And that's not because I'm a flutist, I promise. Like, I'm not trying to commandeer the performance, but start it out with a solo flute and then come in with like wind chimes, a little bit of marimba percussion, creating this like air wind effect, and then getting some brass sections. The brass would lend so well to that piece. And then the last part with Psyche's vocals, the Psyche vocal line, just having a full trumpet mellophone. Ooh, just hearing that doo da 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 da. But it wouldn't be as fast. I would actually slow the song down. Yeah. It would actually be really, really cool. I have an idea, and a part of me kind of wants to arrange it and see if it can be done.
Yes, do it. Yes, please.
If I can get it done and then see if I can get it recorded, that'd be really sick.
If you can do it and record it, I will forgive you.
Oh no!
Yes. Not until then. That would be my prize to forgive you.
I'll have to write that down in my notebook now.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I think I'm not the only one who wants to see that. So
I know, I'm seeing it in the chat. Do it.
Remember that it's recorded and it will be on YouTube, so people will know that you talked about that, and they will want you to do that.
Permanent.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to check out Page.
Yeah. And when we talked about it already, I was really intrigued by how it could sound. So I really want to hear what's in your mind. Actually, that's very interesting to me, at least. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. All right, maybe we can. If you guys have any more questions, we can ask one or two, and then we will end this podcast because I need to go to sleep and work tomorrow. Yeah, it's not the afternoon everywhere in the world, unfortunately.
Oh man!
But at least I'm glad that we had this time to make up for the last recording, and we didn't have to wait too much to release this, at least. That's something, I'd say.
Oof.
Oof. All right. I think we are going to end this podcast here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for joining this live stream. I don't know if I will continue to record those videos or just to do live streams, because live stream is great way, and we have live reactions as well. I don't know. Maybe I will. But the thing is that my guest has to be available when I want to stream as well. So yeah, I have to think of that. All right. Thank you, NittPicc, for joining me.
You're welcome. I had a great time. Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
Yeah, yes, don't worry. at least we had a great time twice, right? Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining. We will probably do it again anyway. I'm not going to do like one episode with a different guest all the time. We will have some guests that we will come back, and next time we will probably do directly a live stream, so at least we know that there won't be any technical issues, if you see what I mean. Right? Okay. And I can't wait to hear your thought on the next anime that you will watch. Not dubbed this time, but subtitled, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I want screenshots as proof.
Okay.
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 Okay. Have a good day, good evening, good night, and I see you in the next one. And bye bye, everyone.